Merry meet and welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 13th of December, 2023. Today I'm reading with this ancient Italian tarot, and I'm going to purify with the 4711 cologne. Very ancient cologne that's still in production commercially. You can find links to purchase these products right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. And we'll take this nicely shuffled deck and give it a nice clean cut. And we will see what's in the cards for everybody today, the 13th of December, 2023. We've got a 9 of Wands, we've got an 8 of Wands, and we've got an 8 of Cups. Okay, so a lot of Mercury going on today, which is always fun. So the 9 of rods usually is fatigue and a lack of, self-care, sometimes a lack of rest. Sometimes you're, just not eating right, not taking care of yourself. And it's usually fatigue and not enough sleep, not enough downtime. And that's what's been going on with a lot of everybody. Oh, and this is the 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, not the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Swords is talking about obsessiveness. And so when, it's really easy to get lost in those obsessive thought cycles when you're kind of at your wit's end, when you're burning candles at burning the candle at both ends, and you're a raw nerve. And so if that's you, just give yourself a moment of grace and just say, I'm okay. Everything's all right. I just need to take some downtime. I need to take a few breaths. Especially during this season, I think it's really easy for us to feel like we have to push because there's so many things that we're expected to do and places to be. And it's not worth the effort of like going out and celebrating if it's causing you stress and if it's causing you obsessive thinking and all of that. So even if it's just saying no for a few minutes a day to everything that's going on outside of you, where you can just relax, and even maybe for those of you that are thinking about that 7th Christmas party that you have to go to, maybe you could just respectfully decline if it's really feeling like it's working your last nerve. There's no reason to push like this. In fact, if you can avoid pushing, what you get is this 8 of Cups, which is a receptivity of wisdom, a receptivity of understanding, a receptivity of guidance and intuitive understanding, intuitive knowledge. But you can't have that intuitive understanding and intuitive knowledge if you don't stop the machinations of the mind, if you don't relax the body. When the body is all tense, and we get tense and the nervous system gets overloaded when we don't have any downtime. And it's really easy. I know I'm guilty of this myself. It's really easy to say, yeah, but they need me. Everybody needs me. Everybody needs me. So I have to put myself last because I need to be there for people. Because what will they do without me? Well, there's a few things about that. For one thing, put your own oxygen mask on first. If they really need you, they need you at your best, not at your worst. And another thing is, let's not be too egotistical about how much everybody needs you. People have this amazing facility to figure it out if you're not there. I noticed that a long time ago when I started thinking, they need me. Nobody but me can do this. Nobody but me can do this. And I remember thinking to myself, that's kind of egotistical. And I noticed that when I said no to certain things, they got it done. They figured it out. And it's worth the blow to the ego to say, no, they can fix it. They can deal with it. I don't need to be there for this one, right? To just take care of you, to take care of yourself, to take care of your needs, to just relax and not feel so pushed, not feel so overloaded. 3 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Magician. The Magician is you worried about what people will think. Oh, but what will they think if I say no? What will they think if I take time for myself? What will they think of me? It will destroy my image that I'm presenting to them. Now, you may not think of it in those terms. Your ego may couch that in terms that is a lot more acceptable to you, but you see the folly of that, right? That their image of you has absolutely no value. It has no value. It's a false value that the ego convinces you is valuable. And so all of this tension a lot of times is for the sole purpose of saving face or making sure people like you or have a particular opinion of you or see you in a certain light. So managing other people's perspective, managing other people's image of you, that's highly stressful. And it's saying, again, you have to make a choice. You can't have that intuitive knowledge, that intuitive understanding, and be tense and try to put forth a false sense of self in order to get people to have a particular reaction about you. Now, not everybody does. Most of us, when we do this magician thing, we don't sit there and like craftily, like rub our hands together and go, ha, 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 I'm going to show them. I'm going to give them a false sense of who I am. Ha, ha. No, it's usually coming from a point of self-protection. It's usually coming from a place of wanting to be liked, and that wanting to be liked usually harkens back to old times as a kid when maybe you felt threatened by people. You felt threatened by somebody. Maybe you were abused by somebody. Maybe you were bullied by people. Who knows what that was? And so you got this pattern started of, well, if I can just give them a particular image of myself that they like better, then they won't hurt me. Right? And that's where a lot of that comes from for most of us. Now, this Knight of Swords is what you can expect from these obsessive thoughts. If you don't question what you're thinking over and over again because you're too tired to, because you're just too tired, if you don't question what you're thinking over and over again, what you will be allowing yourself to have is, or to do, is to be helped into conflict. It's just like you're saying, can somebody please help me into the conflict? I'd love some more conflict, please. And you may not notice that that's what you're doing, but that's exactly what's happening. You're saying, now, if there was some conflict, either inner or outer conflict that I could be involved with, that would be great, okay? Can we get some of that going, please? That's what you're basically doing when you're not calming your mind down, when you're not focusing your thoughts, when you're not relaxing and giving yourself some downtime and taking care of yourself. Your mind goes, and you just get out on a limb. And then your ego tries to convince you that the most important thing is to keep that going, because then they'll like you better. They'll think highly of you. They'll have a perception of you that is going to be something that protects you. All of that is garbage. It's just all garbage. And most of that goes on underneath the surface. It's like I said, it's not like we sit and consciously calculate these things. These things are going on because we're not stopping ourselves. We're not relaxing and questioning our motivations. Now, the good news is that you are supposed to be celebrating. You are supposed to be enjoying yourself. And a lot of what this tension comes from is you trying to enjoy yourself and then getting stuck in this pushing of yourself. And then all of a sudden, all of those wonderful celebrations become just kind of vicious tools that we use against ourselves. They become these obligations, which aren't fun anymore because we're so tired. We're so tired that we just can't enjoy ourselves. So give yourself that one big Christmas Yule gift this year. And that Christmas and Yule gift, that solstice gift that you're giving yourself, is the ability to relax, the ability to say no, the ability to only go where you want to go and be where you want to be with the people you want to be with. And to give yourself the gift of focusing your mind on pleasant thoughts, so that you can celebrate and you can come back to what your original idea of all of this season was to be grateful. Grateful for the family, the friends, the relationships, the whatever you're grateful for. Grateful for that. Enjoying spending time with those people without the stress, without the obsession, without the conflict, and without you needing to manage others' perceptions of you. So these two cards here, the Three of Cups and the Eight of Cups, are kind of sandwiching the reading by saying, let's calm down, let's relax, let's take care of you. Let's let you be the one that gets taken care of this season, not everybody else. Let's take care of you. And if other people don't like it, it's good to know. Isn't that good to know? Isn't that good data to have? That they're more interested in what you can do for them than in you taking care of yourself? Isn't that important to know? So that you can make some other choices about how much energy you put into what those people think of you, right? It's really important to see that in the people that are around us. How many people are just like, yeah, you take care of you. All we care about is you. You just take some downtime. We love you. Those kind of people, or the kind of people that either subtly or overtly try to make you feel guilty for not being there and doing this and all of that, right? It's good to know. So you can you can stop the act. You don't need anybody to like you. The people that love you are always going to love you no matter what. And the other people, there's nothing you can do about them anyway. You don't need to allow yourself to be obsessively thinking about things and getting things done and go, do, because that's just how the ego is helping you into conflict. And that doesn't mean that you can't have a great time and that you can't have a great season, that you can have some good parties and do all the things that you want to do, just without running yourself ragged. You're going to do great. Thank you so much for being here today, and thank you to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely Diane on YouTube and the lovely Honeypaw on Twitch, and we will see everybody tomorrow for a general reading. Blessed be.